Just in time for Mother's Day, photographer Ann Geddes is out with a new book of iconic baby photos. She's moved her business from her native Australia to New York City. CBS This Morning contributor Lee Woodruff takes us inside Geddes' world.
Few photographers have a body of work as identifiable as Ann Geddes.
I'm in a very lucky situation in that people actually don't recognize me on the street. They recognize the name. But when I meet people, they invariably say, "Oh my God, I didn't think you'd look like that." And I'm like, what did you expect? You know, I think they kind of expected a cross between Mother Teresa and Laura Ashley or something, you know.
Geddes has been the baby photographer of the last 2 decades, creating a big name for herself by working with some very tiny subjects.
When did you begin to come up with these amazing outfits and sort of settings? There's such nurturing pictures of these babies.
Well, people go, "Oh, you're Ann Geddes, oh, the flower pots." And I'm like, if I got one hanging around my neck. The very first flower pot image that I created was a total accident. Look, I'm one of these people, I do not have a green thumb. You know, I look at plants and they wither and die. And so I had this empty flower pot that was sitting in my studio. And a mother came in with this little 6-month-old baby and who was wearing a little woolen hat, little fluffy woolen hat. And I saw the flower pot and I thought, oh, wow, she looked like a lovely little cactus. And so we sat her in the flower pot and it was a black and white image, and that was that.
That concept led to Ann's first coffee table book, Down in the Garden, which became the first of 2 New York Times bestsellers. Today, Geddes has sold more than 19 million books in 84 countries. A mother of 2 herself, Ann started her baby photography with her own daughter, snapping this photo of Stephanie to use as the family's Christmas card. Now 30 years old, Stephanie is also a photographer, as is her sister Kelly, and both often work with their mom, helping with social media and business management.
As the girls were getting older, I thought it would be lovely to get the opportunity to have them appreciate what's actually involved in doing what I do. It's really nice that they can actually contribute so much to what I'm doing too. It's incredibly meaningful for me to be able to work with my daughters.
Geddes' favorite quotes about motherhood are paired with some iconic and new photos in her new book, Little Blessings.
These are the sentiments that I had when I brought our 2 girls home for the first time. Every single mother will be able to identify with it. You know, it just gets to the heart of who you are.
These days, Geddes focuses most of her work on giving back through her own philanthropic trust, which she started in 1992 to help prevent child abuse, and in partnership with the UN and March of Dimes. But whether it's smiling children or sleeping babies, Geddes still seems to have the magic touch.
You have that one picture of the baby in the little pod with just his head coming out. It's right behind you with little, it's almost like a pod with little feathers on it. And I opened that in the book and I said, I would pay money to be that person right now, to have you put me in that little pod and put me to sleep like that.
Only babies sleep like babies, you know? People think, oh, you know, a baby shoot needs to be chaotic and noisy, but it's never really like that. If everything revolves around them and they're the ultimate egos in the room, then everything tends to go just fine. But that said, I don't want anyone calling me at 3 a.m. going, "Get over here and sort this out if you're so clever."
The baby whisperer.
Yes, the baby whisperer. Yeah, I don't think there's any such thing, you know.
For CBS This Morning, Lee Woodruff, New York.
They are the most iconic images.
Yes. Yeah, the first time I saw it, you can't help but go, ah, it's so nice.